So people have talked about smaller solar farms. So they have had fairly large solar farms. I think it's one in California. It's 700 megawatts of power, which is probably over a square mile, where you have a bunch of mirrors concentrating solar light onto a central source and generating power that way, which is more efficient than a rooftop solar in terms of the amount of power you're generating for the size. So people are talking about making those smaller, a few acres of solar power, having it closer to where you want it. So basically, like a small, few blocks in a city, probably industrial area or something like that, or just outside the city, where they're then feeding power to a community development of several hundred homes, like that. I think municipal power has its benefits and does make sense for certain situations. I also think one of the ones I like is by company Cool Earth, where they are looking to make mylar balloons of about 6 feet in diameter, where that would concentrate solar power onto a small set of solar cells. The mylar balloon would only cost a few bucks, and then so it would be concentrating several hundred times of solar power onto a smaller set of expensive solar power chips that would then convert the power. And they would string that up over farm fields, over wires above the ground. So you can still do stuff underneath those that solar setup, so that you won't have to dedicate the land for it. Also, I'm not a fan of rooftop solar, because I think people forget about the fact that roofing is actually a fairly dangerous thing. People fall off roofs, and actually 700 people die. So if you were to put rooftop solar on every home, 100 million homes in the United States, you would statistically have quite a few deaths from that. And I think there's no need for that, because you can put it over ground where people aren't climbing up to string it up. That's the Cool Earth type situation. So if you had Cool Earth over a few acres in and around a town, then that'd be better, because if you have your power generation far away from your delivery, like California, you're getting it from out of state, then you lose about 20-30% of your power by transmitting across, or even 40-50% of your power by transmitting across that distance. So localized power has an advantage that way, but you can save that 20-30-50% in energy loss. So you can either do it that way, or you can, if you revamp your grid, you can do it with DC power, which would lose less over long distances, or you could change to a superconducting grid. Both expensive grid rebuilds, which would cost a lot of money, but at some point in the future you'd want to do that, or to find some way to beam transmit power in an efficient way. Both technological solutions have not been worked out yet. So in the meantime, getting power generation closer in an efficient and sensible way is a definite solution.